Code of Conversations. Is Kevin.
This is TC.
Yeah, what's been going on, man?
Chilling for the most part. Might as well again. No big plans, but just
Yeah,
I'm just ready to relax. I feel like a
just
lot
taking
of
it
things are
easy.
happening at once. Yeah, man. I'm ready for
Yeah,
things to just get chill and just be easy.
yeah. No, I know you
Yeah,
about to start that new job, so got to get that relaxation in while you can.
yeah, 'cause it's gonna be I'm not trying to overestimate it, but I do have that feeling like, dang, that first 3 months are gonna be killer. Like I've been reading the book for the first 90 days, and
Hmm.
talks about how like you want to make a good first impression, like because
Yeah,
the first couple of like interactions with people, that's their first impression of you. And if you don't make a good first impression initially, it's hard to undo that. Like not like people are gonna assume things about you, but it makes it hard for people to like trust you and stuff. So
yeah,
I gotta fix that. Yeah,
yeah.
I
They're
want to make
gonna
good
either
first
say
impression.
like he's a go-to guy, or he's kind of like you know.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't want that to be
Yeah.
following me. Yeah.
What are you doing to prepare to?
Um, so I did a lot of like asking questions about like what the tech stack is, what the code base is like, and just I got a lot of interesting question like answers like Redux, styled components. Um, I got a bunch of notes here. Redux, styled components. Um, dang, what? I had it like written down. Redux, styled components, React, TypeScript, and I think there's one thing else that I'm forgetting, but it's not like super major. But yeah, I've just been like going through that, going on Udemy, going through tutorials on that, and also just like playing around with like my own Git repo of in that tech. So
Hmm.
it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me send you the link so you can see the comments so we can
mm,
respond to those in real time.
nice.
But yeah, I mean, to me it seems pretty typical front end web stack.
Yeah,
Redux, React, etc. You should be able to pick it up pretty quick, man.
yeah, yeah. I think so. I have no fear on like picking it up. It's just I want to pick it up and run with it. Like, oh, okay, cool. I
Yeah,
know what this is. Boom, I'm good.
man. Kind of cool thing about being at a consulting company is like you're not just like stuck forever on one project. It's like you finish one, you move on to another stack.
Hmm.
So I think like when you start going from project to project, you kind of get the confidence like, okay, I've seen this before, I've done this before.
Yeah,
This isn't nothing new because you're exposed
yeah,
to so much.
yeah. That's the that's what I'm hoping for. Is just to get like a lot of exposure when it comes to different code bases and stuff, and
Oh yeah,
like being able to like write good code with under like a not a crunch but like a time limit that doesn't feel like forever. That
yeah,
makes sense. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Like writing good code in a realistic time. In a fairly quick time period. Yeah, that's important. Man, what do you plan? You plan on buying anything with your upgraded
Um,
pay, or are you
don't
just
get me
gonna kind
wrong.
of?
I thought about getting another car. I thought about it, but
Okay,
I'm like, nah, I don't
yeah,
need it. I don't need it. Every time I think about it, remember our conversation. Nah, I don't need it. Uh, honestly, man, like squirreling it away, just
yeah,
saving
yeah,
it, cause but don't get me wrong. I'll probably go out and buy like some old games that I had as a kid. Like
hmm,
pick up a copy of Lunar, pick up a
okay,
copy of I don't know, like Legend of Dragoon or something. Just like something
yeah,
that like I know like it has sentimental value to me. Like it might not be the OG copy, but it still has sentiments of value. And then yeah, just
Yeah.
like after that, just squirreling it away, for a rainy day.
What
Yeah.
kind of cars were you looking at?
Honestly, I haven't actually been looking at anything like specific. It's just been like, all
Mm.
right, what if I was to get a new car? Um, I'm I like Audis, but I have a
Oh
very expensive taste, and I know
yeah,
that the upkeep on those type of cars is just like it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
same. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
man.
like, nah,
Honestly,
I'm
if I
good.
get another car, I'll probably get like a Hyundai or a Kia or something. Like somebody could just drive and drive and drive
Yeah,
and drive.
yeah, yeah. Your daily driver. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
Kias though. Kia was my first
oh yeah.
car. Yeah,
Like so, if you get the new car, you think about giving your sister the old one,
I'm
just
thinking.
letting
Yeah,
her.
that's the idea. That's the idea. But she
Yeah,
doesn't want to drive, which is I don't understand. Like you went through the whole driver's training, you got the license. Now you don't want to drive. That don't make no sense.
yeah, yeah, man. I think you got to kind of push her. Like, hey, it's time for you to
Yeah, yeah,
be
yeah.
self sufficient. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. It's like, come on, go, do something, with yourself. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Is the car market starting to go down? Because I remember the used market is insane. Like a lot of
I
people's
haven't
getting.
looked. I haven't looked. Like the only thing that's gone down over here is gas. Like
Okay.
gas right now feels like it's at a reasonable price. At least it's way better than what it was looking like a couple of weeks ago. It's over
Oh
here.
yeah.
It's 5.29 a gallon.
Yeah, but I might as well take a couple of nighttime drives or something while you can.
Right? Just fill up the tanker and just burn through it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I might take me one, man, because who knows, like if the gas is gonna shoot up again, man. You gotta
Right.
kind of enjoy yourself while you can.
No, definitely. Definitely. Um, yeah, but I'm also thinking about putting my sister through school because like she's working this like job but at a bakery. I think I've mentioned this before, but it's like
Yeah,
she's 26 now, and I'm like, it's got to be a point where you just want to do something more with yourself. So
uh,
we had the conversation. I'm just like, why don't you, go to school for something like while you don't have to worry about like, keeping a roof over your head. Like I get this job and I can pay for your schooling or whatever, get you certified in some type of field and get you a new job.
I'll say before you start paying for something, make sure she know what she want to do. You don't want to just like
Yeah, yeah.
throw
I
tens
don't
of
want
thousands down the drain and like, oh well, I don't feel like finishing school.
to. Yeah, right. You better finish that class.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Does she already
But
have like the basics complete, like the community college level stuff, the first 2 years?
yeah, she went to university for about a year. I think she did two. And
Okay.
yeah, then she got a boyfriend and messed it all up, and here we are.
Huh. Yeah. What was she studying before?
To be a veterinarian, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, that's way better than just baking things all day. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if baking's your passion, go ahead and do it. But like, if it's not, what are you wasting your
Yeah.
time for? You're just spinning your wheels at
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
point.
If anything, like turn it into an entrepreneurial pursuit, like bake
Right.
some stuff and start selling it, like and
Yeah.
start your own restaurant or something,
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
bakery.
Exactly. But you're not even doing that. You're just working for somebody else. I'm like, come on, man. That ain't it. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like it's hard to just like for a lot of people to launch because we're
yeah.
lucky that we found the like a highly profitable field that you can make a ton of progress in a short period of time. But
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of
I think
people
that's
just
yeah.
because
I think
like I was in the hotel industry until I was like 29 and making $11 an hour, so I could have never really launched until
yeah.
I got into tech and I had an
Mm,
accounting degree, so.
yeah. Well, I mean, what made you choose accounting initially?
You kind of heard like Well, I really want to be like in finance and run mutual funds and all of that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm from Colleen is kind of a small town, so they don't have they didn't have like finance at the university, and a lot of people in that field they took accounting so they can understand the balance
Mm,
sheets and all of that stuff, find the
yeah.
different financial statements. So, you know, once I got that degree, man, since it's a small town, it's really hard to find a job in that. And I didn't really like accounting, so I never really felt that confident in it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I was just kind of stuck. I had a degree, but no job, and accounting doesn't even really pay that good, man.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are in us are seeing similar scenarios where like they have a degree but no job, you
Yeah,
know? And it's like they feel like the degree. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I never completed my college courses. Like I dropped out before then, but I think more often than not, I see people that have the degree and then they have no job, and it's like you burn 4 years and you have student loans and you're just
yeah.
working just to pay off the loans, and it's like it's gotta suck.
And how much is tuition now? Like what, like maybe like 20,000 a year or something,
You see,
not more.
like for a JC or a university.
No, like it wasn't you at like UCLA?
Well, let me look at UCLA.
No, that's got to be insane. See UCLA
Mm,
tuition.
13,000. Thirteen
Wow.
thousand room and board. 15 books and supply. Dang, it's like $30,000.
Yeah, it says average annual in-state cost before aid 36,000, after aid 15,000.
Jeez. California
Wow.
residents $34,000 to go to school a year.
How much does it cost for out of state?
63,000. Yep.
Wow.
13,000 for the tuition. 15,000 room and board. I'm rounding, by the way. Uh, transportation 432. Personal expenses. This is all estimated. Personal expenses 1,400. Healthcare is 2,200, and then non-residential supplemental tuition. Non-residential, yeah. Wow, they charge you $28,000 just because you're a non-resident of the California.
Wow. Man, that's insane. Like how can people afford this? Well, that's probably why they're paying off their student loans still into their 40s.
Probably, probably, yeah. After 4 years, that's that's like roughly 120,000.
Yeah, for in-state, out-of-state is like 200 and something K.
I'm good.
That's
I'm
that's
glad I
literally
didn't
like
go.
a house.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of glad I didn't go. That's crazy.
Man,
Dang.
that's how much of a blessing tech is, man. You don't have you didn't get the degree and you're still making like six figures.
Yeah, yeah. But it takes work though, right? We always
Oh
talk
yeah,
about this, where it takes work.
yeah, exactly.
Like even if you go to a boot camp and you have the curriculum spoon fed to you, like it takes work. And even if you get the job, right? At that point, you got to keep up. Like it's a rat race at that point. You got to keep up with the your day to day plus whatever's out there now. Like I keep hearing, excuse me, I keep hearing this thing about spelt
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
spelt that.
yeah.
I'm just like, what is that? So it sounds so weird, but it's apparently
It's
jumping off. People are
yeah,
using it.
that's the that's the JavaScript world. They can't ever just stick with the couple of frameworks. You always got to come with something new.
Yeah,
It's like it's like kind of like a new Vue slash Angular slash another
yeah,
front end framework.
yeah. It just
I
doesn't
don't know if I
doesn't
really want to pick that up, man.
I'll play around with it, but I won't like dedicate a whole project to it. Like
Honestly, oh, go ahead.
no. I was just saying I'll play around with it, but I won't do anything crazy with it unless something jumps off.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, man, I think I'm thinking about spending that time and shifting to the back end, and like really being getting good at the back end. So
Yeah.
because that's a little more stable too. So I'm gonna be full stack, but I don't want to learn another front end framework and do the same thing in a slightly different way. It's like,
Yep.
come on.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear
Sean
you.
said he really likes Svelte though.
Yeah. I've never even spelt language. Cybernetically advanced web apps. Okay. Component.
No virtual DOM, code tiny framework less for another blah blah blah. No more complex state management library. Let's see. Uh,
This looks pretty normal.
I mean, if I needed a job, and they were requiring it, I learn it. But I don't think I'm a
God
waste time
forbid.
jumping into that.
If count is greater than what? This is weird. That's weird. I'm not gonna. No, I'm good. I'm turned off by the language.
Yeah,
It's weird. Like this if statement. If count is set an alert. That's weird. Where they're writing this JavaScript is weird. Fine. It's like a mixture of like Angular and I don't want to say React because there's no state, right? So yeah, documentation. How do you manage state? Is it all just variables?
just yeah, I have no idea. Let count equals zero. Function handle click count plus equals one. Button on click. Yeah, I don't know if I like this syntax. Let me just share the screen so the
Yeah,
viewers can see what we're talking about.
yeah. Because I feel like they have getters and setters. You have type here.
Let's see. All right. Let's bring this on the screen. Okay. Let
Yeah,
count equals zero. Function handle so this is just standard JavaScript right here
right.
in the script tags, but I don't really like how that on click thing looks.
Yeah, the on colon click. That seems weird
Yeah,
to me.
right.
Yeah,
Like why not just make it on click, or just click? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, what's the point of the colon?
I don't know
Click.
to differentiate it, right? Because you can't. I'm guessing like normally the DOM has like on click by itself with no colon. So how do you differentiate between the colon version and the svelte version? Or the how do you distinguish between the svelte version and the normal version?
Let's see. I mean, I guess this is cool, but what problem does it solve? Like, what does
Right.
it solve that other frameworks don't solve? Why do we need to move to this? That's what I'm just curious of.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Exactly. It's
mean,
like yeah.
well,
I'd
yeah, I
love to
don't
sit
know.
down with I'd love to sit down with these people though and ask them like, all right, why? What does it solve?
Yeah, we
Like,
need we need to bring on. Well, Sean. Once he comes back, we can ask him like, what do you really like about this?
right. What is it? What does it solve? Like I played around with it. It didn't seem like it was doing anything too crazy. And it probably isn't. But I think a lot of people just kind of see that new language and they jump on it and it's
Hmm.
like,
Right, man. Maybe it
yeah.
simplifies something that was like really complex in React or something. They say you don't have to do all the state management or whatever. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't see how that's possible, but
yeah, but managing state isn't hard. It's just I mean it makes sense to me.
you're right.
Each component has its own state. You especially with like hooks and stuff, it's super simple. There's really no need to reinvent the wheel.
Right. But yeah, man, did you hear about Amazon like losing a ton of money? Like
Was it earlier this year?
just recently they lost billions. Let me pull that up. Yeah. Amazon posts second consecutive quarterly loss of 2 billion. Revenue tops estimates. Okay, yeah, because I think they invested in Rivian.
Who?
So Rivian is kind of like the company that produces these electric trucks.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about. Let me just pull it up.
Rivian electric trucks.
It kind of has like the trucks kind of have like a retro mixed with futuristic look.
Oh, I've seen those.
They look kind of, I don't know, they don't really look that good to me.
I don't know what it is about like
They look
electric
good.
cars, but they try to make it look futuristic, and it just looks weird to me
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Man, I actually rode in the was it a Tesla Plaid a couple of weeks back. Man, that thing is crazy.
Tesla Plaid. I've ridden in a Tesla before. It's nice. It's really like it's like you don't feel the road almost.
Hmm.
That's the crazy part to me was where like you don't feel the road. Like in my little hoopty, like I feel everything. I feel the bumps. I feel like the gravel. I feel everything. But inside of that Tesla, it's smooth as butter, man. It's a nice ride.
Man, the Model S Plaid, man, that thing has a 1 to 9. I mean, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Man,
Wow,
it's like uncomfortably fast.
that's crazy.
Man, let's take a look at Carvana. Maybe you can find your next ride or something. What about a truck? Would you push a truck?
I've thought about it, but I just feel like a little guy getting out of a big truck. Like it just feels weird to me.
Right.
It feels weird to me.
Especially with y'all the gas prices, you don't want to be.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick to like a Kia or a Honda.
Yeah, let's see but a Kia K5, those look really good especially for the price. But
Not bad. 18, 21,
let's see, Kia
15,
K5. Yeah, you a little pricey though.
34, 31. That's not bad.
Yeah, 34,000 or 35,000.
4 door, 5,000 miles. Dang,
Yeah, that's a good
that's
price.
barely
Uh,
driven.
yeah, what kind of Audis were you looking at? Let's just look. We don't
I
have to
don't even
buy.
know. I just like the car when I see it on the road.
Oh yeah, yeah. Audis do got some good looking stuff, man.
A7, 20. That's
Fifty
40.
three
That's
thousand
not.
dollars,
But still, you
seventy
gotta. It's
thousand
the
miles.
upkeep though. Vehicle unavailable.
I mean, this doesn't really look like a $50,000 car used to me. Like
Right.
I wouldn't feel good paying 50K for this. It looks pretty good, but it just looks like a typical sedan. I guess it got a
Right.
V8. Mm, yeah, I have to pass on that one.
38K.
Oh, they got,
26. Oh, it's 2016.
this one only got 50,000 miles on it. Wow. I don't really like those little mini SUV things that everybody has. It looks like a kind of like a family car or
A family
something.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an old like a not a soccer mom car. But like I can see a mom driving one of those.
Like if I was to get if I had to get something like that, I wouldn't spend a bunch of money on it. I want to get like a Lambo. Get this.
You want to get a Lambo?
If you're gonna spend that kind of money, you need to get something that looks the part. You know what I mean? You don't
Right.
want a little hatchback looking thing.
Yeah. How much a
Like
Lamborghini?
if I had the money, I'd get the i8 prop. You know what I mean? Like if there was such a thing as maintenance, I heard like BMWs are terrible.
Dang. 80K for a car? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, man. The Tesla Plaid is like 140.
Oh man, there was this speaking of which, there was this Tesla on my mom's block, and my my mom was telling me that he gets towed like once a week.
Mm,
Something keeps going wrong with the car, and they always have it towed. And that's probably I think that's really the only thing that's stopping me from getting a brand new car is like all these
hmm.
cars are like super technical now.
Right,
Anything goes
right.
wrong with them, you can't just pop open the hood and just you know move a couple wires here, like jimmy this over here, do some weird stuff, then boom, you're on the road again.
Yeah,
You gotta call AAA or like have it seen by a professional.
yep. Man, this is somebody's trying to get this.
I'm good.
20
Not
miles.
I'm good. That's
I mean, technically you could afford this.
Yeah, technically I could, but it's not so. It's not the initial purchase. It's the
Yeah,
recurring purchase.
exactly.
It's the recurring fees.
I wonder how much that is a month. Let me see. I mean, yeah, 72K auto loan. I'm thinking like 1,400 a month.
Dang,
Let's see. Yeah,
fourteen
for if you get
hundred.
a 5% interest rate for 60 months, about
Yeah,
1,300. Yes, 12, 24, 36, 48. Yes, okay, 5 years.
I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't.
Yeah,
What
no.
I'm saying the $900 is hurting me. I don't.
$1,500 a month on a car. That's rent. You're paying rent on
Right,
a car.
exactly. And on top of that, like you mentioned, that's not even all the main. I bet the oil change and all that stuff is crazy.
Yeah,
Changing out the tires and whatever.
yeah, yeah.
If you notice, all of these kind of cars, they hardly have any miles on it. You see like 19,000, twelve
Right.
thousand.
Where would you drive it to? The grocery store?
Right. Yeah, these are like garage queens. Like this is something you just hit on the weekend or something to
Yeah,
show off.
yeah.
It looks really good, but nah. Yeah, let's just go back to something more reasonable. You like those Genesis?
Ooh, Genesis. Have I seen that,
Let's
man?
see.
I haven't
These are
even Hyundai Genesis. That's not
man,
bad.
you know now they just kind of spun off into just Genesis.
Mm,
Like it's not a Hyundai anymore. A Genesis G80. Oh wow, this is 30,000, 52,000. I don't know if I like those rims.
yeah, kind of weird.
I wonder how much this is. 52,990. Let's see. It's about a
Thousand
thousand.
bucks.
I
That ain't
could
bad.
afford it. But nah, I'm good.
You gonna get another car after you pay off this
Nah.
one? No.
If I get something new, it's either gonna probably I might get like a truck or I get a uh like a Kia or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you know what looks good is those Kia Stingers. They a little
streaming.
pricey. These right here.
Hmm.
Yeah, they kind of sporty cars.
It looks 40. Is it two door or four door? It's a four door.
Four door.
That's cool.
Yeah, I could see myself rocking something like this. I think Kia actually stopped making these though. Like they're turning
Did
this
they?
into like electric vehicle.
Dang.
Let's see. Well, yeah. What
Yeah.
was that other piece of news that Google Stadia? What do you think
Oh,
about
right.
that?
Yeah. No, they're shutting it down. Apparently, like there's a rumor that it's getting shut down soon. Um,
Hmm.
and I'm not surprised. It's so the tweet says, old coworker and friend of mine is now one of the regional managers of Google. He's actually the one who got me started with Stadia. They had a pretty large employee seminar in California this past weekend. And long story short, Google is beginning their exit plan. They did not have an exact date that the end of service will happen, but they did say by the end of summer. End of summer, it could be what? End of August, beginning of September, end of September, something like that. It says they do not have an exact date or time, but they did say by the end of summer. He also mentioned that they will not be transferring their services or servers to any other competitors per se. It will be much like what they did with Google Play Music, same exit approach and strategy. I'm obviously not as big of a fan as some of you, but you guys have been super cool and helpful, so I thought I'd return the favor. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
uh, that's it, man. That's it
Oh
for
man,
Google Stadia. And now
I've heard about Google Stadia, but what is that exactly?
so Google Stadia is a you ever heard of that service called On Live, like way back in the day?
Kind of like a streaming gaming
Yeah,
platform.
yeah. So what they did was make um they tried to make games and make them streamable, like stream to your TV through this device. I
Hmm.
think I don't think it's through the controller, but through a device. I think it's the Chromecast, right? So they stream through the Chromecast, and um, basically the games are played on their server on Google servers and rendered onto your TV. Uh, but I can't think of any people who like. I can't think of any third party or first party studios that went hard on Google Stadia.
Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't
yeah,
either because it's like you have all these other established platforms, and like why would anybody really buy a Stadia like that unless I guess they really want to do the streaming thing.
yeah, no, for sure. It's like why, why? Like, if what kind of games are you gonna have out for it, right? Is Ghost of Tsushima gonna come out for it? Spider Man, God of War, um, shoot, Madden. Like, what's gonna come out for it that's gonna make me want to buy this one thing?
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I think the gaming industry is so immensely profitable now. Everybody's trying to jump in, like with Diablo. What was the mobile one called? Diablo.
Diablo
Uh,
Immortal. I think. Yeah.
yeah, I think they just made like $100 million.
Whoa.
Let me
Recently?
see. Yeah, let me look this up real quick. Diablo Immortal revenue has now surpassed 100 million. Man,
People love that
that's
game,
crazy.
man. People love those gotcha games, man. Games that all those gambling games, like you have a sense of like like pay to win or I think I really think that's all it is, just pay to win. You
Yeah,
skin that and then boom, pay to win. Boom, you paid money. All right, cool. Here's your digital weapon or whatever.
man. You remember when it first, when they first revealed it a long time ago, like everybody in the audience was kind of clowning it,
Yeah,
and but now that it's released, you know, they're grossing like an insane amount of profit. That's
yeah.
just crazy how the narrative can shift so quickly.
But it's probably not. It's probably not those players that are actually hardcore fans. It's probably the people
Yeah,
that are they're hardcore fans, but they're hardcore in another way as well, right? Like, oh, if I have to spend money on this game, no problem. I have deep pockets, and I think what most people are trying to uh, what companies specifically are getting away from is like building a game that's just good initially. Like,
yeah,
just build a good game. Like, take Elden Ring for example. No microtransactions, no nonsense, just a good game overall, a good experience.
yeah.
Um, and I'm not sure how much it grossed so far, but I can imagine it's making some pretty good money, like turnaround time wise.
Oh yeah, man. The thing that's so crazy is, I feel like these kind of games, the gotcha games, are capitalizing on people's like psychological need to be
Yeah,
better than somebody else, and
yeah,
people dump like $1,000 into that.
yeah. They jump $1,000 and then they feel like they're superior, but in reality they're not. It's just they have the money to jump into a game, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay, great, you can spend more money than me, great, you can buy more gear than me, cool.
and they
But
kind of getting kids addicted to like gambling early on. Like, if you want to win, you have to pretty much start buying stuff eventually.
yeah, yeah, it's like, oh, I'm not winning. What can I buy to win? Yeah,
Yeah, let me see
yeah.
if I can get my friend on here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, can you hold the podcast down for 5 minutes?
Uh, sure. I actually got to get out of here, but yeah, I'll hold it down for a little bit. See if we can hop on. We'll trade places.
Okay.
I'll see if we have any comments. Oh, nope, no comments yet. 275. Oh, Yannick wanted to know what city am I in? I am in LA. Don't know if we've met. Uh, but yeah. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, it's my friend Yannick. I met him at church, and he's just getting into the industry, or
Cool.
he's been in for about a year or so. Yeah, we can't hear you. Did you say? Are you saying anything? Can you hear him,
Yeah,
Terrence?
I can't hear him.
Okay. Let me just give him a call back on the phone real quick. Hey, can you hear him?
No, he
Mm-mm.
can't hear me.
Okay. Is a problem with your microphone or something?
I have no idea. I think so.
Okay. Yeah. You could just stay on the phone, and we'll just communicate like that.
Okay, sure. I'll kind of troubleshoot it while I'm talking.
But yeah,
He,
this is my co-host Terrence. Yeah, he's been in the industry for about 3 years.
Hey, Terrence.
hey,
Nice to
how's it
meet
going,
you.
man? Nice to meet you too.
Good. Good, good. Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of the podcast so far, so good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. What are some of the things that you've kind of taken away? I know you've been in the industry for about a year. Like, was there any advice that you found pretty helpful?
Um, as it relates to any specific topic, or
Yeah, like to your getting in the industry, making progress, or the interviewing process, anything like industry related.
from the industry, from an interview perspective, I think it's very important to, when you just get into the industry, to have to interview well.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't interview well because they have imposter syndrome, right? Because they feel like they don't know enough. And this is just strictly from a perspective of just getting into the industry, right? Like a fresher, whether it's out of college or boot camp, whatever. You self-taught. A lot of times, I went through this, but it's crazy how common it is at the beginning stages of this journey. I think it's kind of a crush when imposter syndrome. It really is, because I've seen a lot of people who were really gifted technically just didn't get the job because they just didn't have that. I hate to call it soft skills. It's like essential skills.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I'm a little more extroverted. And I've always that stuff has always kind of come easy to me. Or easier, I would say. Still have to work on it.
Yeah. So what made you want to get into coding, man?
Man, that's a good question. I've always been a very technical person. I studied engineering in college. I've always studied engineering. I wouldn't say like I'm a math whiz or anything like that. But computers, me and my younger brother, we would always be the only two of 7 brothers that would be like dabbling in computers, whether it be hardware or software program, video games, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of had, I was kind of on the path. But once I started working, most of my jobs were in sales. And there was like a void left in, I could be good at a technical sales job or anything that requires a technical mind. But, I really wasn't, I felt like there was a void because I didn't have like any real solid hard technical skills that I can say, all right, at the end of the day, I can build this thing.
Yeah.
I can do this thing. And I thought about a few things, but programming, coding, I wanted a way to match my personality, my extroverted type of, people kind of guy personality. I feel like I was very creative, but I needed an outlet for that creativity. And I figured that, well, if you look, pretty much everywhere, but let's just say if you look on the internet at the type of things people create, like everything is code, right?
Yeah.
Everything is code.
Yeah.
And so I just figured that would be a perfect way for me to merge those two into something to kind of like recreate or create this person that I want to become. So that's like a long-winded way of saying that's why I chose coding. I'm nowhere close to that. If it were a goal, I wouldn't say that I'm there. But another thing I realized, this is a good segue into this, is that, you get this is life too. Like you get to one level, there's still so much more to learn.
Yeah.
Like even within, they say front end development or back end or just some data stuff, data analytics, data engineering, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just naming a few that are really popular. There's so much more you can do as a software engineer. And there's always more to learn.
Right.
So it's not really a goal. It's like it's a journey,
Yeah.
I got so many nuggets.
Yeah. So, like, do you have any questions for Terrence?
Yeah. On one of the podcasts, he talked about starting a new job. Maybe tell me a little bit about that.
Like starting a new job.
Yeah,
like,
your job. What would you be doing?
What did you say?
He said, like, what would you be doing on your new job?
Oh, so did he hang up? I heard
Yeah, I think the phone hung up.
I think it disconnected. Yeah, I'll answer the question, and then I gotta complete my sister from work.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After you answer the question, yeah, you gonna head out.
Yeah, I gotta bounce. But
Okay.
But
what did you do before?
Yeah, he said, like, what did you do before? Like, what are you doing at the new job, and what did you do before?
So before I was, or I guess currently I'm still working at it's a Shopify e-commerce site. So I was building out like product pages, landing pages, to help set up like products using Shopify's CMS. I did some coding as well, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, a lot of front end work, some React as well, and yeah, like just built up my skills there for like the past 3 years, and now I'm switching over to a dev shop, primarily working in React, TypeScript, and a bunch of other like tools like Git and uh, like TypeScript and styled components with React. Yeah, so it's a little shift, but I think I'm in a good place to be able to do it.
Yeah. Thanks for that. So Shopify is really interesting. I had a little bit of exposure to it. There's one time I took a course in like Shopify development. I never really pursued it. I don't remember anything about it. Like, how did you find that? Did it take a long time to pick it up?
So it wasn't that hard to pick up because it's so closed, right? There's not a lot of Shopify's language is really not limited, but the ecosystem is really like there's a beginning and an end, right? So like with JavaScript, there's so many ways that you could take JavaScript, right? But with Shopify, there's only like there's only a handful of objects: the product object, the customer object, the product variation, the variants of the product. Like you could have a mattress be a product, and then the variations could be like small mattress, queen size mattress, king size mattress. But everything is the ecosystem is so like consistent, if that makes sense, that it's not like JavaScript where every 6 months the ecosystem turns on its head and changes completely, and I gotta learn something completely new. So yeah, it's not too hard. I mean, now, like initially, probably like when I was first starting, probably harder, but now it's like once you do the same thing like over and over again, it becomes pretty easy.
Yeah.
Thank you for you
Yeah,
said
man.
you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got some more questions, but we can get up maybe on the next one for sure. Thank
Okay.
you for that.
Yeah, man. No problem. Yeah, like when I have some more time, like hop on the call and yeah, pick my brain. I'm an open book.
Yeah, we're in the stream here, but yeah, next time, man, we'll definitely let you ask all the questions that you got.
Likewise.
All right, everybody, we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
All right. Peace.